Hello, everyone. Oh my gosh, I've been waiting for this moment for
Hello,
a really long
everyone.
time. Oh my gosh,
And it's here. I've been anticipating this moment.
Been waiting for this moment.
I was seeing
Hello,
everyone
everyone.
here, everyone excited,
Oh my
and
gosh,
it's here. I've been anticipating this moment.
waiting for
today.
this moment.
And a little bit
I
nervous
was,
too. Seeing
hello,
everyone
everyone.
here, everyone
Thank
excited,
you
and it's
for
here.
being here.
I know that
I
I
see
see a little bit
people
nervous
all over
too.
the world here. That's
Seeing
amazing.
everyone here, everyone
Thank
excited.
you,
and it's
Canada.
here. I know
New
that
Zealand,
I
Australia,
a little bit
from
nervous.
all over the world.
See
here.
some
That's
friends
amazing.
and familiar
Thank
faces.
you,
Canada.
and
There's an echo sometimes.
Australia,
A little bit
from all
nervous.
over the world.
Is there a big
Friends
echo?
and familiar
Faces.
faces.
Canada. There's an echo
Australia,
sometimes.
Australia,
A little bit
from all
nervous.
over the world.
Is there a big echo?
Friends and
Familiar
familiar
faces. Canada. Is this better? Or is it not better at all? One, two. How is this? Is it not better at all? Still a big echo. Great. One, two. You know, months of work and then boom. Still a big echo. Great. So it's still not. There's still a problem. Okay, great. Oh, better. Good. Are we good? So it's still not. There's still everyone. Okay, great. Oh, better. Scotland's in the house. Okay. How is everything now? Okay. More volume. Okay. Tested everything, but more volume. Okay. Tested everything, but what if I do this? Is that a little bit better? I don't know why there's an echo. There shouldn't be an echo. What if I do this? Is that a little bit better? Although, how is that as far as the echo goes? Great. Okay, fixed? Yeah, we're good? Okay. Sorry about that, everyone. All right, everyone. First of all, I know that for some of you, it's been a little bit difficult to, schedule a live, and I'm so appreciative if you're watching this live. I know that it's late for you or early or whatever it is, but I'm very, very thankful, and I'm going to make it worth your time. The whole thing is going to last about maybe 45 minutes, and by the end, like I said before, I'm going to reward you. This is not a sales pitch, like I said. I told you before, I don't have anything to sell, but I do have something very valuable to give you at the end of this presentation. So what is this about? Well, my team and I came up with a way to help, in particular, electric guitar players, because that's what I do. Helped electric guitar players drastically improve their musicality, grow as musicians, while enjoying the process a lot more than they are now. And all of this without them feeling that they are practicing. And it's not a gimmick. It's not a marketing tactic, or it sounds good. It sounds too good. I know it sounds too good to be true, but it is true. I really have figured out a way to do that. And it all started 3 years ago. 3 years ago, I was in... sounds very low, and I'm really sorry. There's not much I could do here. I really want this to work. Is there still a problem? Some can hear me fine, some not. Guys, I don't know what to do about this. What if I increase the volume on my end? I don't know. I'm going to continue doing what I do here. The whole thing started 3 years ago with a question. And the question that I had is, am I really helping players get better with the way that I do it, being, online guitar lessons? And I had to come to the realization that the answer is no, I wasn't. Or I could do better. There's something not working. So that's what triggered the whole thing. And it led me down a rabbit hole, massive rabbit hole. Like, what can I do better? What is not working? That is the main thing. What is not working? I really wanted to recognize that. So here's what I found. Doing everything online, the thing that was not working was that students would get a course and go through it. Started pretty strong, and I know that because I could see the analytics in the back, right? Started pretty strong. Students started to finish a few lessons, and then there was a massive drop, and they never finished it. Most students did not finish the courses that they purchased, which meant that I wasn't helping them. The course wasn't working for them. And it was not because of the material, it is because of something else. Students would not finish the course. That something else is probably a lack of coaching, a lack of interaction with a student. And that's really what was going on. So I thought about maybe doing one-on-one again. And that was also a problem. Why? Because students are all over the world. And so I tried to do it on Skype. That doesn't work. You know how it goes. Didn't work either. And then I thought, well, maybe I need to like fill in the gaps in the content, maybe add more. And I tried that. And in the end, it was kind of like Netflix, right? Where you log in and you spend most of your time trying to figure out what to work on. And in the end, you don't watch anything on Netflix, right? Because you spend hours trying to find something and you don't find it. It was the same in guitar education. And so that wasn't working either. And so what I did is I tried to find the answer other places. And I spent a lot of money signing up to many different guitar platforms. And I saw some great things. I saw some things that were frustrating to me, and I took note of that. And I was in particular interested in the things that were frustrating to me because I wanted to fix that. And I did recognize a lot of the frustration in my own stuff too, that I was offering online. Too much content, not enough guidance. Some websites did have like guidance type things, but it still wasn't working because of time zones or because of, gaps in knowledge of students, and all of that wasn't working. So I did a bunch of different experiments, a lot of experiments in the last 3 years. One of the breakthroughs that I had was about a little over a year ago. And that breakthrough was with a program that some of you have taken, Primal Guitar Experience. That started as a real test and a real breakthrough towards what I'm going to tell you about today. So what is Primal Guitar Experience? Primal Guitar Experience aimed to try to fix some of these issues that I found in the online guitar education, being that students felt alone. Students felt that they didn't really have any incentive to finish the course. Students didn't have enough guidance. Students didn't have the human connection, and that was the big thing. The human connection was missing. That's really at the core of the thing, community. And the way that I tried to fix that with Primal Guitar was, first of all, to not overwhelm students with a big course and they sign up and then, oh my gosh, there are 40 hours of course in there? Oh my gosh, how am I going to do that? I fixed that by delivering the course sequentially to bite-sized weekly sets of lessons. So every week, students would get a piece of that course. Now, not a random piece, really thought of. This is the first piece, and then this is the second. And I spread it out into 12 weeks. So that fixed one thing. That fixed the element of overwhelm that students had because, step by step. Now, there's more that I did. Another thing that I fixed, or that I tried to fix with that experiment of Primal Guitar, which I'll tell you the results after, was to try to solve the loneliness that a student has facing all this content. Because I realized that, when you're lonely, you are not motivated. You're the only one who can motivate yourself. So I fixed that by making sure that every Primal Guitar experience student would go through the course at the same exact time. So there was a real start date. And on this date, every student who enrolled started Primal Guitar. And I made sure that everyone was doing it at the same time by splitting that course into the weekly things. So every Monday, every student would get the same set of lessons to study throughout the week, which solved the live problem, time zones and stuff like that. They could log in and watch it at their own pace, but they had a week to do that. And in order for students to know that they were not alone, there was a built-in community in there. So students could discuss what they were all working on together. Not only that, but I was taking the course with them as well. And I could interact with the students at the same time, because even though the course was pre-recorded, I took the course at the same exact time so that I could be reminded of, okay, yeah, that's what we're talking about right now. And all the discussions happened on a weekly basis, not in real time, which solved the problem of, being live and stuff like that. Like there's issues now, right? That was gone, but there was still this sense of doing something together. And I also wanted to test out in Primal Guitar another important aspect that I realized in me that was broken in the online education. And that's in particular for artistic things like, well, I guess anything. It was the experience part, hence the name, Primal Guitar Experience. I'm a strong believer that you learn best when you do. You don't really learn much when you just watch and absorb content. It's got to be a participation thing. And so I built in to Primal Guitar Experience a lot of different interactive assignments, things you had to work on. For example, this week, we're all going to build a chord progression in this particular key. And we can share our assignments with other students, with myself, get feedback, grow like that. So that was the experiment that was launched about 1.5 years ago with a first class of Primal Guitar Experience. And I see some graduates here. Graduates because, yeah, there was graduation at the end too. It made it special, the certificates and all of that stuff. So that was 1.5 years ago. And remember, the whole process started 3 years ago with a question. Is guitar education online broken? And the answer was yes. And so that experiment was not the first one, but it was the first real successful one. I tried other things before, and then finally Primal Guitar came, and that was a breakthrough. And I thought, oh my gosh, there might be a way to fix that. Now, here's the results. I told you that I've been selling online guitar courses for about 12 years. And up until Primal Guitar, the completion rate, which means people who purchase a course and finish it, was very low. I thought, what's wrong with me? But then I found that that's across the board. All online courses. Did some research, talked to other business owners, not just in the guitar niche, but most students don't finish a course they buy. And the completion rate was, depending on the course, some courses are easier, quick wins, but robust courses, completion rate was under 10%. That was a big problem because the main problem is that meant I was not helping students. I can't help students if they don't do the work, and it was my fault. It wasn't the student's fault. Primal Guitar came at the end of week 12. It's 12 weeks. The completion rate was above 92%. I think it was 93 point something percent. And after that, a few weeks after, the completion rate was 100% for the first class. Everyone from Primal Guitar finished, got their certificate, which meant that I really was able to help students. So that was a big, big win. But then I thought, well, then I thought maybe that is a fluke. So I did a second class of Primal Guitar, and some of you have graduated from that. Same thing, 12 weeks. I didn't change anything. I didn't want to change any kind of testing levels. levers. And same completion rate was off the roof, and everyone graduated. There was one that didn't because he went on vacation in the middle, and then he signed up to the following class and he graduated. So that was amazing. And we just finished. We're finishing now, Friday, Primal Guitar Experience Class 3. And so far, no one's really been left behind, and I anticipate the same types of results. So I knew I was onto something. So I knew that the way to fix things was to be engaged in the process and to have a community. And that's where I started other different things, testing different things with community-driven experiences. One of them was on YouTube. A lot of those experiments were on YouTube. And one of them was an experiment where I invited students, anyone, to apply to be on what I called the hot seat with a problem, and then a panel instructor would help that student fix that problem. And it was a community event because I invited everyone to participate. Anyone could watch that and learn together, and that was super successful too. Another experiment was I did this big kind of a feedback. Anybody would play on a backing track. It was open worldwide, and I would get direct feedback to people, and that proved to be super successful. So community is the thing that I really wanted to fix. So we've done it. I have something to present you that, like I said, is going to fix all of those problems. It's going to fix the loneliness you might have. It's going to fix the completion rate with courses. It's going to fix your enjoyment of guitar because, let's face it, when you're lonely in your room and you're practicing, it can be fun, but sometimes you're wondering, what's the point of all this? Yeah, I could play faster, but what's the point? So it fixes that too, because you're going to know that what you're working on is really beneficial for you, and you're going to know why and how, and you're going to have feedback from others. Anyways, I recorded a short video for you, and this is what we've been working on in the past. And it's not just me. I can't take all the credit. I started with the idea 3 years ago, but along the way, I've had a lot of help. And there's a whole team behind that are probably watching the video. I'm seeing some names here. Anyways, I'm going to play that video, and I'll get back to you after. I hope the volume's going to be okay. I'm really excited to show you this. This right here is the new Guitar Playback. I'll be back after this. Enjoy. Guitar Playback comes with everything you need to practice effectively and make connections with other guitar players. The way that we organize this is into space groups. All of those groups are found on the left side, and within each space groups, we have different spaces. For example, the discussion group currently has 3 different spaces. So let's talk about these different groups. The welcome group is where you're at right now. You're currently in the start here space, which is where you find all the onboarding steps. Right now, we're in this first step. You're taking the community tour. Introductions is where you can meet new members. Then we have announcements. That's where you can see all the new things that are going to happen within the community. And next we have the discussion group. The playroom is a general forum where you can discuss anything having to do with playing guitar, gear, inspiration. Now keep in mind that some of these names might change, but that's basically where you can have discussions with other community members. Then we have the chat room, very similar to the playroom, except that you can chat with people real time. And then you have access to all the course discussions. If you're taking a course within Guitar Playback, you can discuss that course in the corresponding course discussion. More on courses later. Let's move on to the next space group, which is the interactive learning zone. Right now we have 6 different spaces within that group. First, we have the open office hours. This is a weekly event in which you can ask any questions. These questions will be answered by an instructor live. If you want to ask a question in the upcoming open office hours, just click on it and ask your question in the comment. That question will be answered in the live event. You can, of course, attend these events live if you want, but they're also going to be recorded so that you can access all of those
in the archives. And you will find all the archives for the open office hours by clicking on the past tab right here. Then we have fundamentals. These fundamentals are going to cover essential concepts that you will need to make the most of the courses found in guitar playback. More on that later, but as of now, there are 4 fundamental classes covering intervals, modes, cage, and pentatonics. Next, we have concepts in action. These workshops, led by various instructors, are going to cover various musical concepts that you might be curious about. The reason why we have these workshops is, first of all, to give you an opportunity to understand clearly how to use certain concepts. They're also there to give you an opportunity to decide if studying a particular concept is worth it to you or not. And that's because it's kind of pointless to spend time working on a particular concept that in the end is not going to do much for you. Maybe you don't like the sound of a certain thing. There's no point in working on that. That is where you can explore some of these concepts in action and decide if it's worth your time or not. Then we have Fretboard Fitness. Fretboard Fitness is an ongoing weekly class in which you will show up and go through a series of exercises and warm-ups led by your instructor in a group setting. These classes are great maintenance classes. They're going to allow you to get your fingers moving. Think of these as regular jogs that you will do, allowing you to be prepared for anything else you study on the instrument. Similar to Fretboard Fitness, we also have an ongoing timing tactics class. Timing tactics class have to do with timing and rhythm. These are group classes led by an instructor. Just show up with your guitar and you're going to go through different rhythm drills, allowing you to internalize the rhythm, feel the pulse, which is going to be so beneficial in whatever you do musically. And finally, we have the hot seat. Hot seat events are going to happen monthly. In the hot seat, we're going to give one of you guys an opportunity to be on the hot seat. You're going to apply to these hot seats by simply clicking on the next hot seat. Right now, we're accepting invitations for November. Just click on that and apply in the comment section. Here's how it works. You're going to come with a problem that is unique to you and to your playing. Maybe the problem is that you're playing the same licks over and over. Maybe the problem is that you're getting pain in your fingers anytime you practice. Or maybe the problem is simply that you would love to go to open jam nights, but you have anxiety and you don't know how to overcome that. Any problem you have in your journey as a musician is going to be the topic of the next hot seat. If you are selected, you're going to be invited to participate in a live session led by myself and a panel of instructors. These events are going to be live and all the instructors are going to help you solve that problem. Of course, all members can attend these sessions because there's much learning from watching, and that's going to happen in the monthly hot seats. And that covers what you'll find in the interactive learning zone. Next, we have learning resources. Within the learning resources, you will get access to tons of video licks. Each lick comes with a video, a tab, a backing track. There are many, many, many licks available for you to explore. Next, we have map tracks. Map tracks are guitar playback exclusive, and you can think of map tracks as interactive video backing tracks. These map tracks are split into 3 different levels. Just pick a map track, play the video, and follow along the instructions on the screen. Everything is super interactive, very fun to play with, and they're going to help you memorize your fretboard and become musical at the same time. Next, we have workshops. This is where you're going to find all the previously recorded workshops. Pick something that piques your interest and start learning these individual workshops. Each workshop lasts between 30 to an hour. So if you don't know what to practice, the workshop is a great way to do that. We also included enhanced YouTube videos. In this section, you're going to find most of my YouTube videos that I have ever done on YouTube, and I've been doing this for about 12 years. And the difference between what you'll find on YouTube and these YouTube sessions, you'll get any backing track and any PDF that is supporting that particular video. And that covers what you will find so far in our learning resources. Of course, we're going to add more as we go. Next, we have the courses. And this is going to be the bulk of your learning. We organized these courses into skill sets. There are 3 of them. A skill set is a collection of skills required for you to make the most of the courses. The courses found in skill set 1 don't require any prerequisite. Just hop in, pick one of these courses, and go through it. If you feel like trying a course in skill set number 2, you can check the prerequisites. For skill set number 2 courses, the prerequisites are intervals and pentatonic skills. If you feel confident that you have those skills under your belt, you're going to make the most of these courses. If you don't, that's where the fundamental sessions are handy. These classes are going to cover those prerequisites. Just find the skill set you need, in this case intervals, register to the live event, and by the end of that, you will acquire that skill set. Now, here's the cool thing. We also included quizzes that you can pass to make sure that you do have these different quiz sets. Once you pass a quiz, you will acquire a little star that is going to be displayed on your profile. All of these courses are self-paced. Just click on a course that is interesting to you and start learning. When you're in the course interface, just like this, you can browse through the different sections of the course. And if you find that you want to go back to one of these sections, you can bookmark it. On the top right, click on this little bookmark lesson. These bookmarks are going to work on any lesson you study, but also in any discussion you decide to participate in. You can find the list of all the bookmarks you've saved on the top right of the screen. These bookmarks are going to be organized into posts, comments, events, or lessons. Just click on your saved bookmark and that'll take you straight to the content you saved. And if you no longer want to keep something saved, just navigate to it in your bookmark section, click on these 3 little dots, remove bookmark. Last but not least, if you have a question at any point as you're studying a course, at the very bottom of every section, you're going to find a link to join the discussion about this course. Here we are in a course called Sweeping Mechanics. Just click on this and the link will take you straight to the Sweeping Mechanics discussion where you can ask any question and you will get an answer by one of the instructors. And if your question is a little more technical or if you'd like to have maybe live feedback from an instructor on something, just sign up to the next open office hours. To conclude the tour, I'm going to talk to you about the 3 spaces that are found above any groups. On the homepage, you'll be able to see all the upcoming events. You're also going to see trending posts, and that's also where you're going to see any new announcement of new features, new guest speakers, anything happening that is important to the community is going to be listed here. Then we have events. That's where you can see a full list of all the future events that are scheduled. That'll give you a quick glance of all the events that you are already registered to. You can RSVP to new events. This list will be automatically updated as soon as a new event is scheduled. And finally, we also included a courses tab. This will list all the available courses in Guitar Playback, and you can quickly see the skill set required. There is one more thing, experience courses. Right now, we only have one. It's Primal Guitar. Some of you have taken that course before, but if you haven't, you also get access to this experience course. Experience courses are listed on the left side. Just click on the course you're interested in and sign up for it. These courses are cohort courses, which means that you and a group of students who decide to participate are going to go through the course together at the same exact time. These are community-based courses. Every week, students who enrolled are going to get access to the weekly set of lessons for that course. Primal Guitar is split into 12 weeks. These experience courses come with a lot of different discussions, homework, and by the end, you will also get a certificate of completion. Keep an eye open for the next open enrollment for Primal Guitar. There is no additional charge for any of that. All of that comes with your subscription. If you're on a free trial, we're not going to lock anything. Just enjoy all of those. Sign up to different live events. You get full access during your trial. Okay. I've seen some questions. Some are kind of technical. I'll stick around after the presentation. I don't want to waste anyone's time here, but I will answer those questions. So that's what we have so far. That's what we have built in the back. I think it's ready. I don't think, I know it's ready because we've been testing it for a long time. It's ready to go. And we are dedicated. It's a small team. There's only 2 of us. There's me and a good friend who's taking care of the tech in the back, and then the instructors that I'm hiring as well.
But we're dedicated to make this really the best experience and to fix this online guitar education thing. That's really my goal. I'm not into this for the money. Of course, I have to pay the bills and all of that stuff. But really, my true heart is to teach and help people grow musically. Let's talk just a little bit about the value of this. Please stick around till the end. It's really difficult to put a value to everything we've built here. Let's talk about the courses. We'll start with that. You get access to all the courses, and those courses have sold on the website at the lowest $47 for special, specials, basically, for smaller courses, all the way up to $247, which was the price for Primal Guitar at some point. You get access to all that. But if you were to buy all these courses one by one, it would cost you over $2,000. And you're alone with the course. Have to go through all the problems that we've talked about, right? You also get access to a team of instructors. Right now, there's myself. There is also Nick Kelly, who's going to help lead some classes. There is Sam Bell. There's Jesse Solomon, and more to be announced. Now, those guys, if you don't know them, that's okay. I did not hire on purpose celebrities, but I hired some of the best instructors that I know. And all the instructors have at least 10 years of professional teaching experience. Most of them have more. If you were to take a one-on-one lesson with these guys, I don't know how much they charge. I can tell you how much I charged 10 years ago, because ever since I stopped, I was at $100 an hour 10 years ago. It'll be more now. But you're getting access to all of us. Unlimited access. You're getting the weekly classes. You're getting the fitness class. I'm really excited about the fretboard fitness class. It's kind of a built-in, kind of like a gym membership class. You show up with your guitar in hand, and you'll be led through the different drills. It's going to be adapted to you. Think of it as a jog, maintenance. You're getting access to all the fundamental classes. You're getting access to the hot seat, which we can help you personally with that. A lot of other stuff, a lot of things that I have not mentioned in the video. You get all of that, all the access. So how much does that cost? Well, I thought long and hard of that for this service. How much to charge? What are my expenses? I've got to pay teachers. Got expenses to run this thing. I've got, bills to pay. And what I came up with as far as the price is non-conclusive. I have not been able yet to determine that price. So I'm making it free. It's free right now to join. I'm not going to ask for a credit card. I'm not going to spam you. All you need to do is visit the link that I'm going to post right now in the chat room. I'm also going to update the description of this video. So if you're watching the replay, you can watch the description. It's going to be completely free, 100% free, until I figure out the price. So for now, get in, enjoy everything. I'm going to update those links. Tell your friends, come on in. No credit card required. At some point, and I will tell you before, at some point, I'm going to flip the switch, and I'm hoping to do that for Black Friday at the end of the month. But then, by then, I promise you that I'm going to make an offer so good that you're going to feel dumb not taking me on it. But I don't want you to take my word for it. Sign up right now, completely free, no credit card. Check it out and see the value, because I don't want Black Friday to come and then here's what I'm doing and you don't know what it's about. Like, I promise you're going to be blown away. One more thing. I'm gonna put the link here. There's one more thing that I want to tell you. Remember those fundamental classes? Well, the first one starts in an hour and a half. That's what I have for you. Enjoy everything. I'll see you on the website. Join today as it's free. Thanks for watching, everyone. Really appreciate it. I'll see you soon.